Stand by for transmission.
Johnson,
And you are about to find out why and the big reason why this is called the premier Mega Truck Racing Series.
There he is.
What's happening?
What up? What up? We're live on the couch again. You on your couch?
Nope, I'm PMTR on the porch.
Yeah, but that's a sweet porch with a really sweet big mega truck. How many trucks you got back? 1, 2, 3.
You can probably see 3.
3 and something going on in the back corner.
4. And then there's the peak of 1. So potentially 5 in here at the moment.
What up, Russ Grady?
What's up? What's up?
Cherry Man. PMTR on the couch.
What you doing over there?
I'm at my office where the internet service lives well.
Yep, I hear you there.
So I was at my shop helping my buddy Shane out with his truck. We got a seat mounted and got to put his body back on so he can get it wrapped. Of course, everything's last minute. I got my truck pretty much to a good point. We got my seat brackets tacked in last night. Had to alter my seat a little bit.
Come on.
It looks good. It looks good. I even had a real aluminum grind wheel to make things pretty and smooth. But so Shane's, we got to get his body on so he can get it wrapped next week, and waiting on my axle shafts. So I got everything other than axle shafts.
Like 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks.
Barely, yeah. I don't even know if it's that long, Matt. I think it's.
Don't worry. That one has made no ignition yet, no fire. It's getting there. It's getting there. I got adjusted valves. I may or may not have made some steering upgrades this year that have not showed up yet. So we're gonna try some different stuff and see if I can hopefully be able to control that thing. It's like driving a Tasmanian devil right now.
And you did some link bar adjustments.
Yeah, I did a little bit of stuff with the link bars. I'm not sure 100% if I like what I did, but it's probably going to trick the truck into thinking that it's doing the correct thing now. I mean, when that truck was built, I mean, Ronnie Brock did the chassis originally, and he told me it was not supposed to be that low.
Right.
And I laughed at him and said, I'm putting the shock mounts on it, so it will be as low as I want it. Now looking back, he might have been on something. So now we're doing some playing with some brackets and stuff and trying to trick the 4-link into thinking the truck's taller than it is, just to try to help out with some steering and traction and stuff like that. So we will see. It's all going to be no tests, nothing like that. So yeah, math is my friend. No, well, math was my friend in school, Dwayne, but now we just kind of wing it, man. We just take pictures and look at pictures, and now math is definitely your friend. But yeah, it's kind of fun driving
Geometry
something.
is what they call that, right?
Yep, yep. But like I said, when I started that one, that was kind of a Ronnie built the base platform, and we just kind of went off of it. I know, Carl. Look, just so we get our weekly dose. Hang on, Carl, back up. Carl, go out in the shop. Look, where's he at? Oh, I gotta figure. There he is. There's our man Carl Jet again. This time he actually made it on screen. Um, we lost Joey. Hey, there's Joey back.
Sorry.
You missed the weekly dose of Carl Jet.
No, I know he was there. I knew he was there before.
So
He even
yeah,
showed up.
he's here again, helping me out with the staging system and all. So what's up, Glenn? Bad Dad. Yeah, no. So hopefully in a little over 2 weeks we're gonna go fast. That's the plan.
That's the goal, right?
Yeah. But yeah. So this week, what do we got? We got anything cool to talk about? Anything fun? We just here to take up people's time for about an hour.
No. We got important information. You lost me again just because I want to look at something real quick. I'm sorry. I'm gonna look at our agenda.
Here we go.
And all right, so
You want to do a little safety talk?
I think safety talk's first on the agenda, whether it is or not. I say it is.
Yeah, I say we swing in some safety talk. Well, first off, y'all, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Like and share, please.
We're really growing, y'all. This is like we getting the followers are coming, the interest, people are reaching out to us every which way, and it wouldn't be without you guys that we wouldn't be able to grow like we are without y'all. So
yeah, so just make sure y'all like, share, push this around social media. Yeah, Tommy Shingleton needs some safety talk.
bicycle man.
uh,
Tommy's been a wild man since day
yes,
one. But
he
yeah,
is.
so some good safety talk. So pretty simple rules, right, Matt?
Yeah.
All three classes, mega, 1-ton mega and freestyle, carry the same safety rules, right? You got rule number one. Obviously, you got to have a a fire suit and
no exceptions either. Like no fire retardant T-shirts or flannel welding jackets or any of that stuff.
Or T-shirts.
Or T-shirt. Yeah. Not even a T-shirt.
Look, you guys, I'm sure that, and mostly, the ones, and I don't want to pinpoint anybody, but a couple old buddies of mine that got some real big power, run alcohol, everything but a blower. Y'all, we can't be getting up in these trucks unsafe anymore.
Yeah.
We gotta.
And it's we got some new guys coming. Like that's we got a lot of new people this year that are gonna join in, and some guys who they probably have running classes that don't force such a strict safety rules and stuff like that. But we want a full fire suit,
Gotta
jacket,
have it.
pants.
Not one. It's required.
Yes.
It's even more than the facilities that we're having at. We're gonna be getting our own insurance policy. As actually we're working on that now as a liability policy for Premier, and all of these things are going to be required. And as we grow this sport, more things are going to be required. There's fire suppression systems are a big thing. I remember those were required at one time back in the day. RI boxes. So, guys, when the time comes, which it's going to be sooner than later, don't act like it's not a thing, because it's more for safety, for not just
it's for
us,
y'all too, though. It's not just for it's for the driver. We're trying to look out for you guys, man. And speaking on like the fire suppression deal, if you reach out to me, people think fire suppression, oh my gosh, that's probably a super expensive kit. There's some kits out there that are fairly inexpensive. It's not much more than a fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
So if you got a question on that, I actually have one on my truck. Not to say it's super. I mean, it's fairly cheap. It's really affordable for what you're getting. It's got 2 pull cables. If you one in the truck, one on the back. If the truck's on fire, I've got a canister inside. I can pull the cable, or safety crew, if they see the truck on fire, they can run out and pull the cable in
Or
the
the
back.
temperature, right, Matt? The temperature will set it off.
Mine is all pull cable.
Okay.
Mine will not set off temperature. But either way, like I say, it's well worth having at least that. I mean, we're beyond. We will accept a fire extinguisher, but we're beyond that. Like that's our trucks are beyond that. The safety of we all want to go home to our families and wives and kids and all that stuff, parents. So it's things like that are gonna make sure that happens.
And
So
we got
yeah,
to just, you guys, we got to just do better every
there
chance
you
we
go.
get. The safety is the most important thing. And I mean, one way or another, just do better every chance you get, and safety will maintain, right?
There you go. Yeah, Russ. Shoot me a message on Messenger, man. There'll be so much going on. I'll probably forget. And anybody, if y'all want to, want that link, shoot me a message on Messenger, and I'll get it to you. And it's like I said, it's a basic kit. It's got 2 nozzles. Mine has 2 nozzles. A canister. It's got one on the engine, one on the cockpit. Will it put the truck out? Probably not. Will it buy you a second or two? Maybe. And sometimes all you need is a second or two to get out of the truck.
The initial
So,
flame up is what hurts you. So then that's what that system's for. But
yeah.
so safety gear, neck harnesses, Hans devices, not your donut, you guys. The donut, it's your life. You know what I'm saying? But even more, we want everybody to come out of these trucks safe and go home. As Matt said, to your families. But a Hans, they have many different styles of them, you guys, and I can tell you that's what's required. Some sort of a Hans, a hybrid, some sort of a neck brace more than a donut. We're jolting around big jumps, big horsepower. Do yourselves the favor and your family and your kids and get yourself a good neck Hans device. But got the safety fire suit, got neck brace. Obviously, you got to have helmets, guys. Fire shoes, gloves,
Yeah.
all of these. Yeah.
Leather boots. Not no hey dudes, and I'm pro hey dude. I'm as hey dude gets. But no hey dudes in the trucks, no tennis shoes, no nothing like that. Leather work boots or an
Fire
approved
safety.
racing shoe.
Yeah,
Something
that's
that,
right.
we're like I said, we're trying to look out for you guys. We don't want anybody jumping out there, their feet on fire. It doesn't do you no good if you got a racing suit on, truck catches on fire, you're all safe, but your feet are burned to a crisp and you'll never walk again. So again, and thanks for you guys, like transmission containments and stuff like that. Blowproof bell housings, all that stuff is that's not 100% a requirement for us right now, but for you as a
It's
racer and
happening.
you as a driver,
It's in the making, guys.
yes,
It's
all that
happening.
stuff needs to be on your truck. Like I said, we're building the caliber of trucks. This isn't backyard anymore. So yeah,
Drive shaft containments, guys. We got to protect. We have to protect not only our fans, but our vehicles. If you don't have a drive shaft containment that goes past as I would call it, a knuckle, but your yoke,
it has to
joint,
get past your U joint
it has to cover fully
and contain the shaft. Yes, and like I said, again, there's kits out there. If y'all are having problems, reach out to me or Joey. We can line you up with somebody that sells the kit. I know there's some pretty expensive kits. There's it's kind of a DIY deal. We can send you some pictures of what we have on our trucks. There's like I said, there's some newer guys who are jumping into this, and anybody that's got a question like that, please reach out. I know there's a lot of guys who've been in it for years. It's kind of like, it is what it is. But if there's any new guys, jumping into the sport and they have any questions on any of this safety stuff, please reach out. Me and Joey will try to get you in contact with somebody who can help you as far as purchasing whatever you need to get your truck to where it needs to be.
And 9 times out of 10, we can find you a good deal, man. We got FTI out here turning up parts left and right for us. I mean, delivering left and right. We got Butler built seats turning seats over left and right. Can't thank them enough. We got All Out Performances got 3 or 4 trucks down and 5 or 6 trucks down in the shop right now, turning them over, getting them ready for a week and a half, guys. Like it's crunch time.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Thanks to our sponsors, our Clayton Homes. We got Pools Trucking getting ready to go up north to get 3 trucks to bring them down to the Georgia race. Real exciting. You got all Next Generation Auto Works. I said I was going to have a list of these this week, and I still don't. But they came on board last year with us, just believing in what we're doing. And Chase, the owner of the companies, he's itching hard. He'll probably be in a mega truck before next season for sure. Carl Jett's out there working his butt off, helping us out. He's more than a sponsor. He's a great friend of ours. But Carl Jett's cuts, man, he's a #1 tire cutter in our business around here in our area. Who else we got, Matt? We got 2J's Transport, my boy Junior. Yep, we got dude, we've got I tell you, I think we've got 20 sponsors this year, with 4 or 5 of them being, corporate big companies that are like nationwide companies. So it's got a lot of leads on some more some sponsorships left and right.
Yeah, Kevin, I will try to send you some pictures. Like you said, message me after this is over with, and I'll try to send you some more pictures of what this 1-ton truck I have in the shop has on it.
Yeah. There's a lot of bolt-on stuff for the 1-ton.
Yeah,
stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Brad, just like Brad Kovacs just said, the metal shop can hook it up with some. If you got Meritor's 106s, they probably sell like a full bolt-on kit.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's guys out. Reach out. Jump on the Premier page, or like I said, message one of us, and there's contacts to get pretty much anything you need. So,
and I can say, you guys, anybody that's reached out to us, I can say I'm real proud of how we've been, getting back with everybody, and it's a lot of, there's people out here changing their lifestyles around what we're doing. There's people buying campers and haulers, and I mean, literally people are evolving their lifestyles around this sport. I mean, me and you've been doing it for years, Matt, but it's kind of really cool to watch and
everybody
watch
else kind of join in
the evolution, but back to the safety. So kill switches, rear of the truck. Guys, look, if it's in your rear fender, let's just make sure that the track officials know, that we know, the people in charge. Hey, guys, I know my kill switch is on the back of my truck, not on the tailgate, but it's right over here. If you let us know where it is, it's got to be a kill switch so somebody outside the truck can get to it. So
without getting up on a tire, that's why. No lie, like that's a good. If you can move it, please put it on the dead rear of the vehicle. Like if it's not that's and maybe if you get through Georgia where it is, we're down to 2 weeks. I get it, but if you plan on racing with us, everybody try to get a kill on the very rear of the truck. That way, if the truck is sitting upside down, hung wide open, tires spinning 100 miles an hour,
there's only one place anybody's looking for it.
Yeah, that's the safest place to get up to the truck and kill it, shut it down. Again, like I said, it's things we're not only looking at.
We have a tech guy, guys. There's going to be somebody coming around at every race. Look, guys, it's not about us anymore. It's about you guys. It's about these fans. It's about the facilities we're at. And the last thing any of us ever want to do, Matt or myself or Premier as an organization, is tell somebody they cannot race. However, we have a team now. There's somebody that does every different thing for our business here, for this organization. And there's somebody that's going to be walking around and checking these trucks, and they're going to have a list of requirements that are required. And their duty is just to allow it and check it off and say yes or no. I don't think there'll be much time in between to negotiate. So if you don't have these 7 rules, that pretty simple rules in place, there's not going to be much negotiation or trying to, hey guys, is this going to work? Is this going to work? There's not. There's going to be one tech guy. He's going to have a basic set of rules, of requirements that are going to be, and he's going to be the one, or she's going to be the one that's going to tell you can't race. Not me, not Matt. Guys, the rules are right on our page. So, spend some time on being accountable for the rule, for
Denver, if
the
you go to, and we'll post the rules back up again. If you go to our to the PMTR page, to the Facebook page, it's on there.
It's under the class rules. Each one of them are. If you got a 1-ton class rules, you got mega class rules, and a freestyle class rules. They're all on one page together.
Yep.
And I think Cody posted them. He commented earlier that he posted them. So shout out to Cody too, Video Multimedia, and
yeah, no doubt.
Cody is on top of everything. Thank you, Cody, for everything you got going to Redline. We're looking forward to it, man. Cody's been telling us a bunch about you, man. We're excited to let you in with what we're doing because it's fun, it's intense, and it's a different kind of rush. I know you've been around, and I've seen a lot of your awesome videos, but you'll get some good action on those drones with us too. Yeah, you guys make sure you check out Redline Media. They're killing the game in the off-road sports. And
Dwayne, good call. That is not a mandatory thing this year.
It is part of the insurance policy that I'm working on right now. That will be completely in play by 2025. So
next year,
it will be a system, a ignition kill switch system. RI is what we're all familiar with.
Pre-built or something like that.
Hopefully that's what we're going to run with, but there will be a required, I'm not sure exactly what kind. We're underwriting all of this right now, but just know moving into 2025, there's going to be a few certain rules that are going to have to be mandated, and the kill switch is one of them.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. God forbid that something was to get out of hand, and there's no way to stop it.
Well, kill switch will do that. So I think guys, the rules are pretty basic. We want to we don't want to spend our whole night on rules, but
yes.
That was one thing we wanted to make sure everybody was involved in. And Kyle Adams, pre-register. we're gonna have a My Race Pass up, which we can touch base on that real quick. But we're gonna have a My Race Pass up February 25th. We're working with, I think her name's Amanda, every day now, just getting the details fine-tuned. Sorry, but
yeah.
We will make a big announcement. There'll be a flyer. There'll be probably a live feed on it. That's where the registration will happen. My Race Pass, and again, February 25th is the launch date. It could be a day or so before, but we will keep everybody up to date on that.
Anybody else got any? Let's see.
So,
safety. Go ahead.
Safety. That's just that was what we had talking on. I see people talking about. So yeah, Matt, Trey, you can pay cash, but and you're a returning member, so yeah, I mean you can register, but we're really encouraging everybody to online register. The site is super safe with our personal information, our social security numbers, all that stuff. Obviously, we don't want to just be giving away to the internet, but this is one of the main reasons we went with the My Race Pass, to kind of secure our safety of our information.
And if you do pay cash, I mean, as long as it's paid ahead of time.
I mean, we're talking about Trey, guys. There's some repeat members. If you guys let us know you're gonna be there, we'll put you on the list, because we've told everybody, if you're not on the list, if you don't pre-register, then you might not get camping for free and stuff. So again, thoroughly suggest you guys to online register, so make it a little easier on us, to where we're not having to pinpoint out guys that want to pay at the day of. But yes, you will be able to pay the day of. We're not going to shun you of registering the day of.
Yep.
What else
we got good going on tonight?
Let me pull up.
I lost Joey again.
I'm here.
I can tell you. You just gotta. I was making it suspenseful.
Yeah, tell us.
So we've done the Q&A chat. Anybody got any questions?
Good.
Nope.
All right. Next.
All right. Oh. Yeah, don't do that, Carl.
We're not
Carl,
gonna
you
have
can just
that.
yell that up here. They can hear you.
Um,
All
hey,
right, so
I think we can move on to the next bullet.
we have got. Let's hope he doesn't have technical difficulties. But we have got our 2022 champ
Deuce.
and 2023 runner-up in the one-ton super truck class, Mr. Michael Snyder, Monkey.
Snyder, monkey nuts. I mean,
Michael Snyder.
just nuts.
I called him Monkey. It's my rig here, just nuts. 580 big block Chevy with a little field 871 blower. Got a FTI Turbo 400 with a FTI Sniper drop case on it. It's got GM one-ton axles. You always want everybody to do the best they can and have a good day, and the best man come out on top.
Cody, you're awesome.
Check one. Can you hear me now?
Hey,
Oh, we got you now, monkey. Wow.
Somehow we got it working.
I like it.
Sounded like
I'm
a
here.
refresh to me.
I think I made a technical difficulty with trying to turn my Wi-Fi on the phone, and that just messed
You're
everything up.
still on AT&T service of the day.
No, I had somebody else with that problem here today, but not me. No, Verizon.
I totally had that problem. I felt like I was back in 1990. I almost pulled a pager out.
I'm still on Verizon, guys.
I don't.
So.
I've never had a pager. I don't know what that's like.
So how's life up the road from me?
I mean, it's good down here in Mangahick.
Yeah.
No complaints. Just trying to slap everything back together. You made a good point with that week and a half left. It's like they just hit me the other day. Yesterday.
Yeah, it's not fall anymore.
Where did it hit you, monkey?
Almost here.
Where did it hit you?
It hit me right in the area where I said, "Hey, I haven't even drove or tested anything. My camper's not ready. It's just a collective ball of unpreparedness."
The life.
But hey,
that's because we're not used to racing. We're not used to racing in March.
Early March.
No, but at the same time, we all know the dates. We all know when it's coming. We all know when we're supposed to be ready.
And honestly, I think we're all like mentally ready, right? Like mentally, we're ready to go race, right?
I mean, I was mentally ready when I left the last race.
No doubt.
So, what's the buggy looking like? Anything new? What's the upgrade of the year?
Any off-season upgrades? Gotta have some upgrades.
Upgrades. Okay, I finally got to use some of my gift certificates and got some little bit better Willwood brakes, so I'll be able to stop better.
Nice.
On the other side, which I've been hearing a bunch of crap about, is my engine program, which last year not many people paid attention, which I saw in the one video with all the smoke coming out. I blew up 2 motors last year. So that's not yeah. It's not really a good time.
Blower motors are not your friend.
No, we don't agree.
I love my blower motors.
I love them. Yeah, I love it. There's no replacement for a blower motor. But that being said, for everybody that wants a little equalizer this year, I'm running the smallest under 500 cubic inch big block with the least horsepower I've ever had. No blower, naturally aspirated. I may spray a little bit nitrous if I feel like I really need it, but
you'll need it. You will need it. My kid's coming.
It is a GM motor. This is no aftermarket. This is
GM block,
straight out of a dump truck.
No, short deck, GM block,
a camper
blockheads. Yeah, sure, camper motor. I go with that.
So you'll actually be able to trail ride and stuff this year.
Does that come before or after racing?
I mean, if you ask Marty, we always like to trail ride before.
Yeah, true story.
That way you really test everything really good for the race.
Yeah, test.
But I'm definitely one that I would rather break my stuff here in the backfield.
Yeah.
Before I carry it, 8-10 hours away and do something stupid and look like an idiot because I didn't test it at home.
I'm the opposite. I'm always the idiot.
Yes,
I'm the guy that finishes the truck, drags it on the trailer, drags it 13 hours, unloads it off the truck, and falls apart headed to the line.
I don't have any pet peeves or anything, but that is one for me that somebody who bench builds their shit, pulls it on the trailer, says ready to go race. It's not ready.
Yeah,
no.
That guy right there. Yeah, Joey's pointing.
Yeah.
Many a nights I've been waiting, loaded my truck, Ethan's truck, and we're still fixing Matt's truck, and we're supposed to be halfway to Mississippi somewhere.
Look, man, we loaded my truck on a trailer and had a motor meet us in Florida to put a motor in it in Florida to go racing.
And a transmission.
And a transmission in somebody else's. Hey, you got started out of this deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took 3 broken trucks to Florida.
I have no problem bringing a dirty truck because I tested it before I put it on the trailer.
You're gonna know you're set to roll.
Yeah, that means it's proven.
I like it.
Damn right, Chris. So and actually, we're excited to have Chris Wees back. Chris Wees jumped on board, one of the premier team members now. He's part of our videography team, right?
Picture taker?
Yeah.
No, he's more than a picture taker, buddy. He's a full-blown premier.
I'm trying to cut his nuts on that one.
He is
videographer.
Yeah, he will be capturing all these great images.
And Chris has been with us since day one, really, but he's had some other commitments that he's been, promised to.
He's always been behind the scenes for every event within the state. I'll say
for as long as I can remember. For as long, my whole career. Couple quick questions
because
I don't. Sorry, guys. I don't want to get off subject, but we got to ask you some questions, Monkey.
Yeah, we're trying to get people to know the monkey outside the race car.
That's right. Thank you, Susan. We sell them at every race. We do need picture takers too. But yeah, so Monkey, what got you into racing, man? Tell us a little bit where you started with mega truck racing.
What really got me hooked was I went to a Northborough style. First mega truck race, really. I've been to mud bogs and stuff, straight line hole stuff. It was always, it's whatever, watch struggles in the hole. But first time I saw course racing at Dennis Aronson's Trucks Gone Wild, probably 09, 10, something like that. And I saw 10. I saw Kingsling the first time, and literally about 100 foot away, he drove it till the wheels came off, flipped it end over end and shit. I'm just like, yeah, I gotta come do this. This is where it's at. And that was it. I came across some stuff and built my own from the ground up and thought it was pretty good until I showed up with everybody else. And then a year and a half later, I rolled it end over end and did some Kingsling-like stuff. So
it was fast. It was fast.
It was fast, but it was not safe.
No.
but that's kind of how it is sometimes when you're first time.
Yeah, no doubt. There will never be another like it. That's for sure. So if anybody ever saw the bug on Farmers, that was like the coolest ride on earth.
That one Monkey we shared with you recently was pretty sweet, like your old car.
That was nice. I do like that. I've seen several iterations of people redoing stuff like that. There was one in Florida that was really jacked up. Guy had a Ford motor in the back and looked really sweet. And if I didn't have a whole handful of other projects and things going on, I would be into some problems like that. But that being said, you got to focus on the things that mean the most, and that's where we're at.
All right.
Speaking of crashes, you were talking about end over end. What would be your most memorable moment? And it doesn't have to be a crash. It just brought that to my thought process. But in mega truck racing,
Normally they end with a crash.
whether it did or didn't, you know.
Memorable. I don't know. It's all great memories. I don't have anything that really stands out. I try to live each moment like it's the best.
Well, what did you do last year, Monkey? What did you do last year for your series and for your season?
Last year I missed the first race and still got second, and
That's pretty normal.
and
made up points by a long shot. You missed your first. Was it the first race or second race because you had a baby, right?
It was the first race. The first race at Dennis's I missed.
Yep.
And the
then
baby
the year
didn't even
before
come
last, you won, didn't you?
Yeah, the year before last I won, and in the middle of the year, not at a points race, I rolled end over end at Fast Tracks for the Trucks Gone Wild event.
Yep.
I do remember that.
That's probably my most memorable moment for you.
Yeah, which I don't take the wrecks as a memorable moment. That was just, stuff happens, and it was just a bad day.
All right, what's your coolest crash then?
The coolest crash.
Cool.
All right, it's not really that great, but when I first brought it out, I can't remember this. I guess this was 2020. We're at Morgan's Corner, and I was trying to lock her in the front, and I thought I could throw it into a turn like I usually do, and threw it in the turn pretty hot, rolled it over on the right side, gathered it back up, said, I'm going to hop back in, I'm going to finish the run. I went another quarter mile, went to the next turn, rolled over the other way, so rolled over twice in one run, and that's got to be some kind of record or some kind of achievement, to roll over twice in one run. And that's probably the most memorable, just
that's
because
pretty awesome.
It doesn't make any sense.
I feel like I remember that one too.
Y'all were there for that one.
So what do you think 2024 is going to look like for Monkey as far as the series goes? I mean, do you feel like there's some new competition coming out that's going to make it hard, or you feel like Marty's still your man?
Y'all got some bigger fishes to fry. Hey, Marty ain't no slouch, and
hey, I'm not worried about any other fish.
The boys from down south says they're coming, man, and there's some
cool.
There's some new local boys, Russ Grady and them, and Blake Webb and them boys mean business. They're coming, Monkey. I'm telling you,
I hope everybody means business because I'm not coming to play.
I don't know you ever to play, Monkey.
No, I come to win. Everybody knows that.
That is true.
And normally you succeed.
I try.
Whether it's 1 ton class or whether you get thrown in with everybody and we all race as a whole.
That's right.
You're normally scratching on somebody's back door, for the win.
I remember one time at North First South, I think it was 2 years ago, you and Liebeck were heads up, and if I'd have bet money, I think you did beat him.
Well, he had technical difficulties. He hit the mud hole, drowned it out, and I finished.
Yep. Well, if I'd have bet money, I was so hype on you, Monkey. I was like, I would have won because you technically you won, but I was like, y'all think Liebeck's fast. Y'all think y'all ain't seen Monkey run yet.
No, that's that dude right there. He's definitely someone to look up to, and to be matched up with him, that definitely says something for what people will think about me. And to beat him is definitely doing something. And my whole game building that thing to begin with was to come out to beat him, because why are you going to do anything?
Why shoot for second best?
Exactly. You're always looking to beat the best.
I built my car thinking the same thing too. Matt, I remember you building your car like we built these cars to come out to win. Be the fastest.
Yep.
Yeah. And on that note, I actually I got third at that North First South, which is the best I've ever done, and I blew the motor up on that last run too. So that was another bad day of blowing the motor up. Got to race Liebeck, still got third, which is an accomplishment for North First South. Anybody should know that.
Yeah, no doubt.
because that's one of those races that if you can get top 8, you're doing something.
Yeah, that's just to roll, like you said, just to get into the top 8, you feel like that's a win. I mean, I've been close. Yeah. I don't think I've been, not in the last year or two.
I did that for you, Matt. I took care of that.
Dude, I'm telling you, that thing back there, that little thing with the green top on it, me and it just haven't found that groove yet. Sooner or later, this year it's gonna happen. It's either gonna happen or there's another one in the corner.
It's got to be, because if not,
we'll at home. Test at home.
I got nowhere to test. I'm coming to your home.
I tell you all the time, bring it on. You're 20 minutes up the road.
I'll probably be tightening the last bolt as it drives on the trailer this year.
I know.
We're spending too much time talking on the phone like this that we are actually working on trucks.
Yeah, I know.
Joey gone again.
Yeah, be at Lawson.
Speaking of checking out.
Coming on here with us, you're an asset to the sport. You're an asset to Premier. You're a great friend, great parent. My kids love your family. We all we're all a big family. We all know that. But
no doubt.
You're great, dude.
I'm here just trying to push the sport like everybody else.
Thank you for being part of it.
You're pushing. I ain't gonna lie. You guys are pushing that 1-ton class to.
No, the 1-ton's going to be more than mega this year. I'm letting y'all know.
If I can say that I'm the reason that people are wanting to get into it to come beat me, hell yeah.
Check that.
I can promise you, the folks are coming. That's their goal, is to beat Monkey and Marty this year. So and it's just great. It's positive camaraderie or whatever that word is. But those. You making people faster, bro. You literally are making people faster.
The Fox are definitely my people. I've raced them many times. I've definitely got more wins against them. They've got a couple on me. But that being said, we always have very tight racing, just like me and Marty. We're always right there, all on the podium together.
A great time.
So I can't wait to make that podium even tighter.
No doubt. So who's your 2024? Who you calling out?
I don't do that.
Come on.
He said I don't do that.
One person. All right, if there's one, you ain't got to call him out. There's one guy that you want to race in the 1-ton class more than anybody else. You can't say Marty because y'all don't have to call each other out.
That you want to race.
I don't have to call Marty. We're just destined to be together.
Destined to draw. Destined to draw.
That's his destiny. But I mean, talking about the Fox, I mean, if I was going to call anybody out, it would probably be one of them, because I mean, we've always had
Big Johnny or Little Johnny. Big Johnny or Little Johnny.
I don't know. I like to always pick on Big Johnny.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
But you know, he knows we just got that thing where we just like to just battle it out. Little Johnny, he's always there. He's always either sneaking up behind his dad or in front of him, but he's always right there. So I mean, you can't take either one of them lightly.
Yeah, they're the same accomplishment because both of them are fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thank you so much, Monkey, for jumping on here with us. We wanted to just share everybody. We're trying to just introduce all of our members and organization people that are supporting our organization to the world here. So that was more of our reason for getting.
I mean, dude, no lie, I've had people like reach out and go, man, I never knew who that was who drove that, or stuff like that. Like just from last week, seeing Shane and Marty and everything. Oh, that's who that is. So it's working. Like this is we just want to put y'all's faces out there. So you develop fans. Build your fan base. And
for sure.
People actually know who the guy is holding on the steering wheel.
And I heard there's a Premier shirt coming out with your truck on it this season, huh?
I mean, I'm repping it right now.
Oh,
bam!
Yeah, the back's cooler.
You got on today. Yeah, I know.
Monkey.
Well, I mean,
and put his hoodie.
That's it's cold in here. I got the heat off right now. But that's the main thing is, putting a face and a name to the truck, because, it's easy to watch videos and see trucks and see them running around. But then when you're at a show, you want to put the person with the truck and have it go together, just like monster trucks. And, you want to have the fans have somebody to idolize. And, they have a favorite truck. They can't just run around saying this truck.
Yeah.
They gotta have a
I mean,
person
that way
to go
when you're
with it.
walking through the pits, little kids see you and go, "Oh, that," or fans see you.
My
"Oh,
kid,
that's Monkey that
dude,
drives."
Landon wears his broken nut, Just Nuts shirt to school once a week, dude. Maybe twice a week sometimes. It's
Nice.
gray, not black anymore, because he watches.
That's why I don't have light colored shirts, because they just get ruined. All my shirts are dark colored, so I sell dark colored shirts, except for the lime green ones, which actually went surprisingly fast, and I ran out of those really, really quick.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
All right, well, thank you, Monkey. We'll talk to you very soon. Look forward to seeing you March 9th up in South Georgia. And
2 weeks.
keep
2
pushing.
weeks.
Yeah, it's not 2 weeks. It's like a week and a half.
Nah, it's 2 weeks.
No,
Yeah, but
2 weeks. I mean, yeah. We don't have 2 weeks, but the people that are going to be there watching, they
me and
have 2
Matt
weeks.
don't have 2 weeks. We
Yeah.
got to be there early.
Yeah, no, I've
Yeah.
got 1 week. I need to get all my stuff together in 1 week.
Yeah, you need test time.
Yeah,
But
because you have a week to test it.
We're gonna
Yeah.
we don't have just one special guest tonight. Thank you, Marty. Not Marty.
Oh, gracious.
Monkey.
Damn.
Thank you, Monkey.
Damn.
Dude, we were so pumped on first place winners. It naturally came out. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but no.
Yeah, no, the other guy over here.
appreciate you.
Yeah,
all
thanks,
right, so-
dude. Thanks for jumping on, taking some time out, and kind of hanging out with
Thank
us.
y'all for having me.
Yep. We will see you soon, buddy.
Talk to you, brother.
All right, peace out.
See ya.
Later.
Yeah, I'm super glad we got him on there.
Yeah, no
honestly,
doubt.
like he doesn't talk that great in like when we've done interviews, and he was so natural right there. He did
Yeah,
great.
he's a talker.
Yeah.
He's a talker. I'm glad he
When-
got the technical difficulties. We was a little worried at the beginning because it was touch and go for a second there.
It was like this. How are you? But
Yeah. Good
so
job getting that straightened out.
Not to bore everybody, because I mean we are really cool, but I'm gonna say this: like we have an extra cool guy, and talking about idolizing. I don't idol him by any means, but when it comes to being fast and being one of I call him more of a he's proven himself. He is taken
Time and time again.
I mean, every which way, from down south to the snow to any dirt and terrain you put him on. And I'm gonna say this: I idolize him. He's made me fast. And first time I ever raced against him, I thought I was gonna go, "Oh, who's this guy? I'm gonna go whoop up on him." And he definitely put me in my place. But he did it in a very casual way, where he made me look up to him. So I'm not gonna lie to you. More than a friend, a great competitor.
And like
Our last race together last year in New York, bro. Heads up, and he helped me fix. He gave me nuts and bolts to fix my throttle linkage. Like, I don't want to tell a story for him, but
yeah, no, man's got more heart than anything in this sport.
if he ever got into a fist fight, I promise you better knock him out, because he's going to keep getting back up, and he's going to keep wailing you out, and he's going to tire you out to the point of where you're going to quit. But
no doubt.
I'll introduce him as none other than Jason Haber, guys. Let's bring Jason Haber on.
Hey, he's over there twerking, but let's get this started. I'm Jason Haber from Scotney, Vermont, with the No Cure Mega Truck, representing Premier Mega Truck Racing, a hell of an organization that Mr. Hilton has been putting on. I'm telling you, what Joe is doing is incredible. It's for the fans, the racers, the style of racing. To be a part of it as a racer and a spectator is second to none. Up in the payouts, the whole part of it. Not that we do any of this for the money, but it helps. Poor guys like me had to return cans to get here. That's a whole nother story. It used to look really pretty. It's a 590 naturally aspirated, one of the only naturally aspirated trucks out here. Ethan Underwood, that's right. We're in the same tax bracket too. So he has an NA motor, and we run the hell out of this thing. It used to be a lot prettier. It used to be an orange Toyota body. I can't have nice things, so I wrecked that so many times I get sick of zip tying it back together. And we haul it down here to play with the millionaires on the welfare budget, and we're going to do what we can.
Haber!
And it's Matt and Joey, because I promise you, Joey and Matt.
No,
think,
so when I saw that,
Cody cut that part out because I think you were babbling off about something else in the meeting.
I know. What's up, man? You just kicked me completely out of the organization.
You know, Matt, that interview was like a year ago or whatever, and the second I read it back or watched it for the first time, I was like, oh man, I'm an idiot.
Appreciate it, Haber. I'm here for you, buddy.
Listen. I sat here so pumped up, listening to Monkey and listening to the sport, and I didn't realize that. I know we had a little briefing prior, but I didn't realize I was supposed to have a pen and paper to like get my thoughts gathered. I had so much to say, and then your little pre-introduction, I had tears in my eyes, and I had to go make another drink, and I don't even know what the hell I'm supposed to talk about now.
We'll coach you. We got you, brother.
Talk about being the number 2 runner-up on the point series last year, man. Like, how freaking cool is that?
I'm going to jump right into it. As you guys know, the brass, whatever the person I am, I don't celebrate mediocrity. So second never excites me until Premier Mega Truck Racing. Mega Truck Racing, because I don't care if it's even like unloading your truck, being the second one unloaded or the second one reloaded. Forget the second one on the track. Forget the second one on the points. This is a big friggin' deal, and it's so awesome. And then the other part of it is I came out of nowhere. I was in 10th place with 2 races to go.
That's what I was going to say. Jason, so our last race, before we started our last race, what position were you in?
So I'm a man of numbers, and I pay attention to everything. I was in 5th, mathematically the furthest person out of contention. Everything had to happen perfect for me to get there. And everything did happen perfect, except that little touch hole named Shane Tucker. We couldn't get him to go away. And God bless him. He deserves it. It was so cool.
I still can't get him to go away.
And even cooler, let's do a Bobby Abbott plug. Because Bobby Abbott we come from the same area and everything. And I know talk is cheap. And coming into that event, I could get into this deep, but I had this something about me, and I'll get vulnerable right now on you guys. We were working on the truck the week before that event, and I promised. Here we go with the parent joke. I guess I travel the country with my parents, and I think that's anyone that shits on that is.
Hey, I do too.
Anyone that shits on that is. So anyways, I promised my parents coming into that event, we were having lunch at the campground because we own a campground like Wednesday or whatever. And we were working hard as we always do or whatever. And I says, you know what? There's something that's come over me. I says, I'm going to either win this championship or I'm definitely going to win this last event. I know I'm not trying to like brag right now, but
no.
It was just like one of those things. And then when and then the night before, on the night before on Friday, we all have drinks, we all have fun, and we joke with each other. And Bobby Abbott, he's always one of my boys, and we hand in hand. I says, the podium picture is gonna look really cool with you and me on it.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
And furthermore, we pulled to the starting line in the finals, tied 4 points. That run determined first and second.
Yep.
You can't get any cooler than that.
No.
And I want to touch on that too. Like, this is a series that I sucked in the beginning. I was horrible. I was first out in the first couple of races and kind of down in the spirits or whatever. But just the format of it, whether it be bad luck of other people here and there, but you still got to perform. You cannot win this series on luck by no means. But if you stick with it and believe in yourself, in the format and everything, it's like, man, I went from 10th with 2 races to go to either 2 or 3 or whatever it was points out of the championship. And that's not yay as me. That's yay as you guys. You guys built a badass series with a badass system that can be beneficial to anyone at any moment.
Yep.
And it's so cool.
You and me talked about that one time. And I told you, I said, man, I promise you this thing, me and Joey, and I'll plug my little brother on this too. Me and him and Ethan, man, we ran scenarios.
Notebook
and
full.
Hugh as well. We ran points. I probably have a notebook
full of fake
races that I just ran.
I have them
numbers.
up here. I do the same thing up here.
But I mean, I just did. Yeah, we just sat down before all this ever even became to light. The first year, and we ran numbers and we ran fake races and we ran them 10 different ways to make sure that there was ways, that way no one was left behind. As long as you performed and you did something.
If you're fast and your truck is strong, then you're going to finish top like you should. However, if you're fast and you don't got yours together, maybe old Ethan might come on.
Yeah, no lie. No lie.
Yeah.
So before we get too deep into anything big, I mean, honestly, I just been waiting. I like Monkey and I love Monkey, but I couldn't wait to get you on here.
I appreciate it. I love Monkey
too. Look at all
too.
them trophies. Jason, how long you been racing? Let's tell everybody about who you are, Bubba.
This will be my 36th year alongside my parents. My dad, mud bogged. That's what it was called back then.
Yep.
With a 4-cylinder truck. And we had nothing. And this is more his story than mine, but I was there for it, obviously. My mom, and it's my stepdad, but my mom and my stepdad had just bought their first home. And God bless them. They still live in that tar paper shack today. And Joe, you've been there and whatever. Super Swamper Boggers, 34-inch Super Swamper Boggers was the biggest deal at that moment in time. And my dad come home that Friday and we had a local mud bog that weekend. And this was like a 77 or 78 Hilux Toyota. And we had been to other mud bogs, but on like all terrains, whatever. And he bought a set of Super Swampers. And as they tell the story, of course, I was 4 or 5, whatever. As they tell the story, it was like their first month's rent on the new home. and my mom says, "You better win or we're not going to have a home." And I guess so. You want to talk about being hooked in the sport or whatever. Of course, I was always, playing in the dirt or whatever, but he did it. And it was an event. They had like 50, 60, 70 trucks. Back then there was tons and tons of trucks and It was crazy. He pounded his chest. It was a pit that nobody could ever make it out of. And he pounded his chest on the steering wheel for like 5 minutes.
Crazy.
And every time he did, the cable kept moving.
It would move.
And he won. And then it made the papers. I think I've showed you this show. There's a newspaper article that's really yellow at this point because it's from 1989. So I don't even think I answered your question. This will be our 36th year as a family. And this will be my 25th year as a competitor.
That's awesome.
So I love you guys, but here in 2010s and 2011s and all that, I was like, definitely not poking fun or like looking down, but it was like, oh my God, I remember my first time. Like, anyways, no, it's good, but luckily children change you and make your outlook a lot different. So.
Yeah, no doubt.
So you got 36 years of trophies up on there. And I'm going to tell you, there's hundreds of them, you guys. You can't even count. You stop counting after the first wall. But, and they're not 5th place trophies. They're 1st place trophies. Maybe a couple second and thirds. But
the trophies don't mean nothing. They're just a reminder where you've been and what you can do in life when you had nothing.
Paper logs.
Paper logs, my friend.
Matt,
paper logs.
And I can judge Matt because he's my boy, but Matt is so similar when it comes to making gourmet chicken salad out of nothing, man.
Out of chicken shit.
I mean, just the things
Matt
he makes out of.
No one on the internet right now, maybe like 1 or 2 knows what paper logs mean, but Matt and I do. When your home is cold and you don't have anything, you roll up newspaper logs to stay warm and keep going.
That's right.
Yep, no doubt. Same tax bracket.
Yep. Yeah, that's where that comment came. You know how many people made fun of me? And, of course, Clay Meadows, God bless him. Can anyone tell me what the hell that kid just said?
Ethan knew exactly what you meant. Ethan didn't question one bit.
And I love Clay Meadows. And obviously that's why I made the plug to your brother and whatever in that video. But
no doubt. Hey. And that was the thing. And that's honestly like that's when me and Joey sat down and started the whole premiere thing. it ain't about the top. We've raced plenty of other series. There's plenty of other, you can go race anywhere. And normally they focus on the top 2 or 3 guys, top 3 guys. You can almost count it out. If you're running times and stuff, you can almost count out who your top 3 guys are going to be before you ever show up.
100%.
The way we're doing
100%.
it now it opens it up. It opens the world up to everyone now. Like
on the edge of your
Yes.
seat.
Yeah. And actually, that was part of what I want to talk about with your series, honest to God. And this isn't bragging, this ain't talking cool guy.
Jason,
I've been to more of it.
Series. It's all of our series.
Everybody's series, you're right. But like you just said, Matt, you can show up to a mud bog or event you've been to 100 times and look around and go, I'd have to have a pretty bad day without being the top 2 or 3.
Yep.
And most of the time we've got to win, whatever. It doesn't matter.
How many times have you said that at a premiere event yet?
Let me finish, my brother. What I'm saying is, humbly, I've won as many, if not more, events. Whatever. That's not punk talk. We went on a hell of a run through a lot of years of racing. I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm not afraid to admit this, and I called my wife and my kids immediately out of the truck, and you almost saw it in the post video. It took me 2 years to finally get my first win. I finished seconds and thirds here and there, but I finally got my first win in Ohio, the last Premier Mega Truck race in Ohio.
2 years in.
And I'm telling you boys right now, that meant so much to me. It wasn't even funny. And it wasn't because of the trophy or, I get to or stand around the fire and in people's face. It was just like, I know what it takes after all these years. And I've raced in other series, and I've raced straight line, and I've raced whatever. It takes so much more to rise to the top of one of these events that you're so much more proud. And I think it ricochets through the whole program. You got the fans more excited. The even you guys as promoters are more excited. Tell me you haven't seen someone, you'll never admit this, but even someone you don't like could win the event, and you're like, I am damn happy for that man right now.
I
Not that anyone's ever won that you don't like, but seriously, like someone could come that you don't know or don't like at all, and you're like, damn, that guy's is the man.
I totally like Tim Warner. No, nothing. Yeah. But Tim Warner, when he came to Dinwiddie, our first season, the wrong turn, Tim Warner, and he made that pass. I was so excited because he was the underdog. Nobody even knew who he was.
Not expecting him to do.
Whoa, did he make a pass?
Yeah.
We couldn't even be mad. He ran the lights over. We couldn't even be mad. He was so fast, dude. Gosh. But that's a good example of exactly what you're talking about, Jason.
Yes. Yep. And I think the fans appreciate it. I think it just ricochets across the board. It has a whole different aura of racing, and I'm not gonna like talk about other series or other people, but it's catching on. Catching on.
That's what we're hoping.
I mean?
The goal here and is and was and forever will be is just to make racing great again. You were talking earlier about how there used to be tons of loads of trucks, 50, 70 trucks. Well, we're talking about that now for 2024.
Yeah, right. No, and I was talking about like old school mud bogging in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Back when the economy was fantastic and people could afford to do it. You know what I mean? Like a little different level, but
what we've evolved from. It's what we've evolved from. And we're going into that, and as bad as the COVID is and all the past couple of years here, we financially we shouldn't be making these decisions, but we are, and we're making it work. But that's what I'm saying. There's 70 trucks that are doing the same thing as us right now.
Yep.
And 2-3 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, there was 30.
Yeah, no, I mean that truck count has doubled, if not more than that. Spectators and going back to, I know like Haber was kind of queuing in on like spectators being interested in the sport and stuff too. And Joe, you and me have talked about this a couple times. But that race at Dinwiddie, when it got called out as the finals and it was really the semis, and then everybody got up and left or was leaving, and then remember like they call, hold on. That was, and we got to finals, and like everybody that had stood up
walked backwards
and
back
sat
to
right
their
back
seat.
down to make. They were invested. Like every fan gets invested in this in every race. You know, whether
From
it's day
start to-
of or
from start to finish.
yep, 100.
And that's a
AJ
testament
and
of just
Trim are
that's a
building the
massive
track.
testament of your format. Like, your guys' format is insane.
Yep.
It's insane. There's no question about it. Again, I'm not saying I'm the OG of the sport, but some of the people from the 80s, even for my family and friends and stuff, there's never been a more exciting level of racing than watching two dudes go do their thing and then ultimately come back into each other, which God bless you guys and hell of a job for doing it. The final corners should always be that wheel to wheel. And that is just gold in the program. It's never boring. I mean, it's boring if one guy blows the other away, but you know, it's never boring. I've spit mud in Joe's face, and Joe spit mud in my face coming around the final corner, man.
It's a big deal when you spit mud in Haber's face, just saying. So
No.
I'm fast. Just want
John Gordon almost knocked me out one race.
I'm gonna beat on my chest for a second, because in Ohio, it Haber almost costed his day early, expecting somebody to lay up. And
crazy.
Yeah. I was hoping you didn't know that I was broke, but then you showed up while we were fixing it, which kind of put a damper on my plan. But
yeah, you know why?
You know
why, Matt? Because I would have ran to my trailer and given you anything or done anything I could have for you.
100%.
That's all.
Nah, no doubt. But no, that was probably one of the coolest races. Well, I ain't gonna lie. That's probably one of the coolest races. Every race
it wasn't. I almost got my
had.
ass kicked by a two-wheel drive truck.
That's why it was cool for me, because I was right there. When we looked at each other in the corner, I'm like, oh, no, I don't have a chance. But it was close.
So speaking of memories, and again, I could listen to y'all talk forever. Actually, I love talking to y'all about racing, but we got a crew to please here. So, Jason, 30-something years of racing, 36 years of racing. I know it'd be way crazy hard, but bring out your most memorable memory in mega truck racing, whether it's win or race at all. Because hold on, let's not forget about the dirty disease. Jason has evolved from straight line hill and hole mud bogging, for 20 plus years, and I don't know what 7 years ago you got a mega truck. But all the way around, what's your most memorable? Share your most memorable memory.
This is going to be a several-part answer. I've always been asked this question, even long before I practically met you, and my answer's always been the same. It's always situational. Obviously, some facilities are more fun to go to or whatever, but sometimes it's like how hard you work to get there, and then how you finished, or like who you finished first or second to.
That's always important.
Or like the adversity that you overcame during the event.
Or getting there. The motor
even
blowing.
Getting there.
I remember you put a motor in a night before a race before.
Hey, this thing has a junk motor in it. You guys talked about let's go test and let's be hot rods and who's got time to spare. This truck right here has a blown motor in it.
And you got a sponsorship truck picking you up on Friday or Saturday,
and it'll be ready
a week from today.
But I want to go back to your question. One of them that stands out in recent history, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, is Adirondack last year with you, Joe. It was because of the situation, and I'll go into it a little bit. It was points, and I'm not shitting on anybody else. But it was, I knew the points day. That was when I was down and out. Like I knew it could never.
And we were all counting points hard at Adirondack.
Yes.
We were all making or breaking whether we had a chance even to win.
And that was a day that, again, this is no bad talking that, but I took Shane out early, and then I took Kesner out early, or the next round. And as you and I, we had this conversation. I'm not trying to call you out, but
we took everybody out.
Holy cow, us down in the Never Never Land zone, actually have a really good chance. And then you as being my boy, obviously, and having your adversity, and my dad over there in his fishing tackle box pulling 7/16 nuts out and stuff.
1970s bolts out of the tackle box.
Yeah.
Thank God for that, Dave. Thank you.
And also, let's give a plug to Timmy DeRozier. I'm over there helping you, and my dad comes over and says, "Hey, we got a flat tire." I'm like, "Well, put air in it." He goes, "No, it's off the bead." And before I can even think twice, Timmy DeRozier is barking at his boys and barking at my dad and maybe even barked at my mom. Do this, that, and the other, and make it happen. So I get to race with Timmy DeRozier's tire on my truck, and we're over here helping you fix your throttle and whatever. And just, of course, you and I run a lot deeper than the average. And then, I said this to you, and I'm not afraid to say this, like, it was a moment in time that you finish in first or second. It didn't matter. I wish everybody in the sport and in life gets to experience a moment like that.
Yep.
And the pleasure and the joy. And, I finished second that day. It didn't matter. It didn't even matter. I got to stand next to one of my best friends in a moment of, we all went through adversity and we got it done. So in recent history, that's probably, Ohio is there because I won, but there's not that much backstory other than having lunch with my parents.
I can appreciate that more than anybody. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was an honor for me to just beat you, Jason. I came up against you thinking I was going to whoop up on you, and I was coming in your town thinking like I'm the man, and you put me in my place, and then you Shane Tuckered me, you shit.
Hey, all my Facebook memories right now are you all being at my house and stuff for snowboarding the past couple of years.
No doubt. I miss you guys. I seen Abby.
Too cold up there.
She's in the room right now. She's sitting over here on the golf cart.
She won't miss it. Look, hey, Abs.
That's my oldest daughter. Just came down and hugged me. But anyways, my family is sitting upstairs watching all this right now because that's the support I have too. Let's talk about like the support. No good man or team or truck or any of it goes without a good support system.
100%.
And that is a fact.
Let me get some love, Allison and Bailey, because I seen them girls on their comments.
Yeah, no lie.
That is a fact. We would be nothing.
For Allison at home, I would not. She is.
We would be nothing without any of this.
Yep, she is my back.
So, not to cut the girls off, because I love them girls, and we can talk about them all night for real. But Jason, Matt, what else we got for him?
Coolest crash.
I know the answer.
Yes.
Oh,
coolest crash.
For me?
Yes. It ain't whenever, it doesn't matter. Coolest crash you've ever had in any kind of mega.
Am I one of the only people on the planet that have like 7-part answers?
No, they're the best ones.
Cool is crashing and coming back and doing good.
That's sure.
I've done that.
So you guys were talking about earlier finishing in the top 8 at Dennis Anderson's and whatnot. The first time I ever went there, I smoked the finish line tires, and I could get up and show you. I have a bent bar on the front of my truck. And then I came back to do the top 8 and finish like 5th or whatever. But talk about bad ones when I got shuffled out of Twitties in an ambulance because they thought I was dying.
That's what I was thinking.
And I came
Matt
back.
calls those coolest crashes. What we meant was most memorable crashes.
No, man, those are cool. Like, you ever watched the NASCAR and stuff? Everybody wants to see the cool crash.
Matt's like, hey, you seen this picture of this video of me breaking my back? Won't that cool?
That's cool for that. Well, actually, the video
Not really.
of my back's pretty boring.
Not really. I do want to go back to your safety conversation, by the way. I'm not trying to like hog the time here, but when you guys were talking about safety and fire suppressant and stuff, as someone that just runs a single carburetor, I used to have one and I lost it. It pisses me off. All you alcohol injection blower guys, whatever. I know it's summer and I know it's hot. You should all be wearing the face mask too.
I've got one.
You want to save your hands and your feet and your sternum and whatever?
Yeah,
that's cool.
This too.
Go home with a burnt face. That wouldn't be that cool.
Take it from somebody that knows that boy's been racing for 36 years. He's been around a race car more than he hasn't been.
I've seen someone in New England. I used to wear one even in the Dirty Disease. A regular C14 gasoline truck, which is what I have. I'm probably not going to burn up. I'm probably not, but I wear all the safety gear. You guys with your alky and your blowers and whatever, it's certainly nitrous backfires and stuff.
Yep.
I know it's hot. I know it's obnoxious. Let's go to the wear the head sock, dude.
Yeah.
No
Your
lie.
face.
No lie.
You might, saving the rest of you is cute, but burning your face off in a split second is not very fun either.
Yep. No, 100%. What other kind of safety stuff you got? Come on, you got some safety.
I have a lot of safety stuff. Yeah. So some of them I'm not proud of because I don't have them. The RIIs should be shut off.
Yep.
I have videos. I can show you some videos of guys even in New England or whatever that have had wrecks and almost got knocked out and their throttles got stuck and they were able to shut their stuff off. The RII should be a must.
100%.
But no, the head sock for the flame is a huge one for me. A huge one for me.
That and gloves.
And I'll throw a name plug. Kurt Zeller years ago. Kurt Zeller is the one that got me to wear a lot more. I used to wear the $90 cheapo fire suit. And I watched that video and I was like, holy, he got hurt. Yeah. It was, it's not his fault. I'm not going to say it was his fault. Tranny coolers, the transmission blowing up is arguably more dangerous than anything, but but the alky fires and the nitrous backfires, we wear all this stuff. Nobody has yet to mention the head sock.
The head sock.
The robber, like what robbers wear, the robber bang.
I've got one. I actually wore it a few times last year. I'll be dead honest. I didn't wear it at every race. But that gloves as well.
And I have the fire suppressant. I have all that. But unless it's a training fire, my likelihood of blowing up in my truck is not very good. But you guys with the alkies and the nitrous and all that stuff, you guys talked about shoes and jackets and all that stuff. That's cute, but go through the rest of your life with your face melted off.
You ain't wrong.
And Mike, I love Mikey. I'm drawing a blank on the last name because my kids are running around. I'm forgetting. Your boy, your stepfather, your father-in-law.
My father-in-law.
He will tell you. He'll agree with me right now.
Yeah, no doubt.
Top fuel stuff, that, and that's what we're at. We're at top fuel dragster racing in redneck, goofy. You know what I mean? Like we don't look like top fuel dragsters. We look like redneck idiots.
You can say it. We're at a professional level now.
Yes,
correct. Yeah. And I would hate to see. My biggest thing now. And my persona used to be, winning. That's anyone that thinks that of me now is insane because the things I live for right now are sitting right there. There's two of them, and going home safe and being able to still be the best person you can be after the race is. I love your. I don't get me wrong. I had to piss 4 times and make a drink and go get a cord so my phone didn't die, but. You were spot on with the safety stuff. Like that's the most important thing possible. I'd rather lose every single event than to come home a vegetable or a burnt up prune to my family.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt. All right, well, let's get away from crashes and unsafe situations. Let's go to.
But it's a reality.
Let's go to what do you what's 2024 look like for No Cure?
2024 looks like a struggle from today.
I heard he built a new motor for this year.
Yeah. Let's go for a walk.
That's the upgrades, right, Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah, I built a new motor. This just got rolled in the shop today.
Oh, it's still in there.
It's still in there.
We're building
a Jimmy Yeager orange peel over here.
He brought it in the shop for the live tonight.
No. Well, maybe. I have a spare over there that's a little smaller or whatever. But no, so to get serious, 2024, dude, you guys know me. I'm the most competitive, hard ass, and it's only on myself. I obviously want to win every event. I know that's not realistic in this series in the sport, but 2024, I want to at least finish second again and get home every single event with my children. I want everyone else to do the same.
What about that's good, Jason? What about who? If there was a call out, if there was a rival, if there was somebody that you had to beat, if it was your job.
My phone is backwards, so it's
I mean, I'll take it too.
No way. I hate racing you.
Why?
'Cause you scare me. You're a lunatic.
I mean,
And every time I've raced against you, you're either broke, out of gas, out of battery,
that is
out of luck,
we,
out of money, out of everything, and you still almost beat me.
yeah, we haven't. I don't think we've ever had a clean race in so many races that it's not.
It was
funny.
really good though at Dinwiddie a couple of years ago. That Virginia race, you come up to me, and you're like, "Hey, good race, but my front end or whatever it was broke, and I didn't know it at the time.
And you had broken axle or something.
My rear
too.
end was broke."
Yeah, yeah. No, it's always a blast. No lie.
And again, at the end of the day, the racing is intense and fun, but shaking people's hands and paying respect and getting home to your family, your kids, and you guys.
I like our cornhole cookout nights on Friday night,
Yep.
where we go rob everybody's grill, and I don't say rob. We go, hey, what you eating? Hey, what you eating? Oh, I'll have a drink, sure. Or want to play a game of cornhole? Heck yeah! And then before you know it, we're next Saturday morning hungover, got to go race. But,
Yeah. Still eating the cheeseburgers that are sitting on the grill from the night before.
You just found it.
Like shit, I knew I was supposed to eat something between now and race day.
Heck yeah. Well, Jason, I ain't gonna lie, dude. I was more excited, I think, than you coming on here tonight, dude.
I appreciate it a ton. I wore my OG live entertainment.
It's the other side.
Oh shit.
Oh wow.
The OG one.
Nice. Yeah. Like everybody knows it. We tell y'all. Jason's a really great friend of mine. Almost consider him as a brother.
Yeah, both of them.
Again, another asset to the sport. Fast is fast because of people like you, Jason. And I say people like you, like there's a few guys up north that are fast, and I think Matt Newell, it was up front of you this past weekend, right? And he's another one I wish we had.
He's the staple up here. I'll never talk in front of Matt Newell. I hope he's watching, or I hope he sees this at some point in life. He's the staple of New England. I don't care who you are, what you think. Matt Newell was the guy and is the guy to me still. And life takes us different directions, and he's busy and doing different things, but. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
And he's still on top loaders, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yes, I love it.
He is, and God bless him. And he built a new truck, a few years ago. And I was like, why did you go with top loaders? He's like, it's because it works. It's what I know. And I am the biggest advocate for that. I still have a carburetor over here. I still have a carburetor and whatever. Like,
what Matt Newell's not doing is changing axle shafts. That's for sure.
Nope.
Nah. I've got a top loader crew sitting over there ready to go back in case my
just Jason, getting again, like we said with Monkey, just getting people introduced to who you are, and like a lot of people probably didn't know you've been out here since you were sitting in a oil drum with a Kool-Aid stain on your lips, or chapped lips so bad, but your parents have had you out here from day one. I know that. I know your history, but it's cool to everybody else gets to learn that about you too. So,
and I'm so proud to be a part of it. And it isn't about me. It's just being a part of something a lot bigger, and passing it on to my kids. Hopefully someday they get to do it. If they don't want to, it is what it is. But I tell you right now, my wife and kids plan vacations and rent big badass homes and stuff down the road from every event.
Sorry for waking you up last year, Whitney. I'm sorry. We were hungry and the girls were awake. I mean, it just made sense. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good, and they're getting to experience a life that I could have been plain Jane and boring and worked at a regular job.
If anybody knows you or sees you on social media, there's nothing plain Jane and boring about Jason Haber. Like the school bus. If anybody I'm gonna plug that real quick. If anybody's bored around like 2:30, 3 o'clock, jump on Haber's Facebook and watch his kids get off the bus. Like,
oh man,
if you want to laugh for the day, there's your laugh for the day.
It'll make you cry.
I've always wanted to make a post, and maybe here it is. It's not about my kids, and it's not about me. It's about the other kids on the school bus. And then it's about the other, even like if I do it in the school and stuff, the Buddy the Elf thing was pretty epic, whatever.
Yeah.
It's not about me or the kids. It's my kids. It's about other kids. You got to think about the world we live in today. And there's kids that aren't looking forward to going home. There's kids that aren't going to get a square meal when they get home. And if I can embarrass the shit out of myself and make my kids look foolish, to put a smile on other kids' face that otherwise don't have a great life, that's what it's all about.
100%.
And I get met locally and afar, people that love it, whatever. And again, it's not about me or my kids. It's brightening the world. It doesn't take much to make this world a better place.
Jason,
you guys are doing it mud racing. I'm going to do it on the edge of the road by the school bus.
Jason,
that's why we love each other.
You're a really good dude.
That's
really
why we love each other.
You're a great man, dude. I'm not going to lie.
I appreciate that. And you as well. And that's why you've been to my home, and you'll always have an open invitation here. And you too, Matt. You ever want to go snowmobiling or
I'm just really glad that I'm not one of your kids is where I was going with that.
They used to get so mad. They're starting to understand it.
Abby just holds it. She's like, oh, it's just him again. It's just him again.
She's right there on the golf cart.
One day she'll be terrorizing the world.
The stars
of the show. But
that's cool.
Well, yeah, we don't want to bore y'all all night long. Honestly, Jason, you can call me when we're done. We'll keep talking. But I think, did we get all our questions out? Most memorable?
Yeah, man. I mean, so yeah. I think we nailed everything on the head.
I'm the guy he's worried about this year. He said that. So, I mean, the basic.
Put that notch in your belt.
Somebody asked about propane. Yes. Yes.
Sure.
I don't think it's more flammable than
propane. What?
Running like a vehicle running off of propane.
Yeah,
I thought they meant propane grills, man. My bad.
No, if they're talking about running their vehicle on propane,
we only allow charcoal around here.
No, if they're talking about their vehicle running on propane, the year 2000 called and told you to get with the program.
Oh,
and I don't mean any disrespect to anyone that said that, but I've had people too in the local area go, "Is your truck diesel?" I'm like, no. They're like, oh, diesel is so much more powerful. I'm like, yeah, you have no clue about the sport.
I think the guy.
I know there's a couple diesel trucks, but
I think the guy running propane is going to call you out.
Yeah,
I hope he does.
First, I hope he does.
I hope he does. I'm going to take my underpowered spare motor and go do it the best I can, and I'm okay with it.
I remember you took that thing out like 3 years ago.
The spare motor?
Yeah.
What is it? Same size or smaller?
You think I'm going to tell you? No, I'm kidding.
Tell me.
It's 100 horsepower less. The same exact thing. Scott Shafroff racing motor.
Oh, yeah, you're done. You're done.
You're done. Don't make me start talking shit. Oh, other way.
Which one are you pointing at? Hold on. I'm going to hear.
I know.
But no,
no doubt.
Jason, man, thank you so much for being on here. You guys,
thank you guys so much, and God bless you guys and what you're doing for the sport. And
if you don't know Jason Haber, you should probably send him a friend request because he's definitely a handful. So, thank you, Jason. Tell the family
we'll see you soon, buddy.
There's three of them.
Hey,
bye, girls.
If this is my curtain call, this is what I want it to be. My 3 children, man.
There you go.
They're the reason I do what I do and who I am.
Love y'all.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with it.
We'll see you soon, brother. Thank you so much.
We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, brother.
Thanks, Haber.
That is awesome, dude. I love him.
Yeah.
He's a good boy.
Good times. And
I always feel like I mean, he speaks very good. He just he keeps the energy available, and I mean, here we are, extra 30 minutes into, and we should have let him go first.
It's hard to stop.
Honestly, talking about
all night and talk, but
talking about race, I love it, dude. And we both have so much better things to do.
I'm a Haber this. That green thing right there needs some attention, so I can't talk all night. And so does Carl Jett. Said he's hungry down there. The hot dogs aren't going to cook themselves.
Hey, just jumping in for a second. Can we touch base on the Golden Isle?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. We're gonna throw a little
Thank you,
little
Cody.
gold mile, babe.
So
We're gonna use her Blackstone downstairs that I asked Allison just commented. I haven't taken her Blackstone home yet. I keep forgetting, and we might be making dinner on a lot here. So yeah, thanks, babe, for the Blackstone.
So Golden Isle, guys, if y'all don't know it yet, we not only got 6 points races through the season. We have an October banquet race to give out awards and all that good stuff. But at November 9th at Golden Isle Speedway,
8th and 9th.
8th and 9th, yep, 2-day event. We are going to be hosting our first ever World Final 100,000 plus race for Mega Truck Racing, and it's a big deal.
Huge.
It's a real big deal. We've had some $40,000, $50,000 payouts, but nowhere near 100, guys. If that doesn't show you the growth of the sport, I don't know what does.
Does Cody have that little clip where we can throw him like a little?
It's actually a really great recap. Cody, let's
run that recap real quick.
Let's go visit Golden Isle.
Guys, we are here at Golden Isle Speedway in Glenn County, Georgia. Golden Isle Speedway is hosting our first ever Premier Mega Truck World Final. There's over 300 foot wide by 700 foot long area space for a course. And Matt Underwood is a course building joker, course designing joker. I believe he'll make us a fancy track out of this facility. I mean, there's bleachers for over 5,000 people. There's over 100 trackside VIP areas for tailgating and tents. There is room around this entire track for a 360 view of this world finale race. You guys know there's been lots of races in the past, lots of big payouts. This sport is growing tremendously. But we have the first ever premier world final paying out over $100,000. We expect with this race for over 100 trucks to attend. And that's record breaking. This is one of the VIP spots. As you can see, dead center mid track. I imagine that's going to be one heck of a view. You got windows, heat and air conditioner, electric power. They've got tables in them. I'm telling you guys, this is going to be one to remember. And this is the main VIP room. I'd say the biggest one they have here. As you can see, pretty much going to be right on the start line. You can see the entire track. They got a deck out front. They have a grill out on the deck. Best view in the house. Just for them to offer something like this for a world final is amazing. And on top of the awesome track amenities, they have over 200 hookup campsites here. So nobody will have to leave. Nobody will have to find a hotel. Everybody bring your campers here. They have electric hookups, water hookups. Over 200 of them. Here we are in the winter circles, folks. And as you can see, Golden Isle Speedway is on there. But it's going to look real good with a premier Golden Isle Speedway banner. So this is something to look forward to. A very nice winter circle here. We're at a real facility for a mega truck finale race. 2024 is going to be a great year.
Man, Cody.
Super awesome. Super awesome job, Cody.
I was very
Joey,
excited.
you too, man. Way to sell it, buddy.
Was there not excitement in that voice?
Yes, no, that was awesome.
Cody did a fantastic job. The wind was blowing so hard that day. I was trying to yell, and it sounded really good. It was a great job, Cody.
No doubt, that was awesome.
So y'all, I bet you I know who's gonna rent the big VIP room.
Who?
Pun Young. But no, guys, that is game changing for the sport. Game changing for the sport.
Again, you got to be a member. You got to be a member to make that race, and you got to make at least 3 races. So those are the stipulations for that. You got to be a paid premier member, and you got to make 3 races, 3 points races throughout the year. To be qualified to join us at that race. And we're
almost ready to reveal another race, but I ain't gonna do it yet.
Not yet.
We're
4 hours into this.
That was one of our conversations, Matt. Actually, just all jokes aside, we got to talk about that because we're ready to push it.
All right. That could be next week.
Yeah, it could. The prep race reveal.
Yeah. So yeah, November 8th and 9th, $100,000. On a quicker note, March 9th. Do not forget, everyone, March 9th. It's like
They keep saying it's 2 weeks away, but it's like tomorrow, I'm pretty sure.
yeah. So again,
Cody,
that's got to be ready. That's got to be ready.
Will you jump on here and show everybody that sweet room you're hanging out in real quick, Cody? Can you come back on here? And
Cody's our baller. He's the guy with all
he
the
is
money.
at some Renaissance hotel in New York City right now. And Cody,
Look at this guy.
Look
With
at
the
that
piano in the
place, you guys.
background. That's life goals right there.
Did you play the piano, Cody? But
no, I did not.
So guys, March 9th, first race. Can't thank our sponsors enough. Can't thank you guys enough. I'm ready to go racing. I actually, we left Mega Trucks. Matt sitting aside on top of having to cook them hot dogs. He needs to go wrench on some trucks right now. I'm gonna go back and wrench on some trucks and hopefully make it to bed by midnight tonight. But
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yep. No, we appreciate everyone jumping on. I know it was a long show. Well worth it with Monkey and Haber jumping on and chatting with us for a while.
Everybody like and share before we knock off here.
No doubt. Push us around, man. Get us out. Get our conversations out. Like I said, this whole deal is to try to introduce these drivers to the fans. Again, it's easy to see the truck going through the mud and liking the truck, but never have a clue that guy could be standing beside you eating a bag of popcorn at a race, and you have no idea that he was just the guy you were rooting for, while they were racing.
And it happens very often.
Yes. And if you see any of these guys or girls, please, ask them for an autograph. That's the stuff that keeps us as racers, like, that puts a smile on our face. So throughout the year, if you see these guys and girls or any racer at any point, go up, talk to them, have a little chat with them. It could be life-changing. It could get you involved in racing more than you already are as a fan. So yeah, like I said, we're just trying to push not just the racing, but we're trying to push the behind-the-scenes of racing a little farther as well. So, again, thank y'all for tuning in and hanging out with us for an hour and 37 minutes.
Anybody got any questions or just do not hesitate. You're not bugging me and Matt. We got busy, crazy lives, but unfortunately and most fortunately, our lives are revolved around racing and they always have been. So
any safety concern, any truck concern, any rule concern,
if you just want to say hey,
reach out. Yep, reach out.
So shout out to everybody. Thank you guys.
Hey,
we got a lot.
What about our special announcement tonight for the winner?
Oh God, Cody, I told you should have set me an agenda, man.
Hold on, I gotta go back to that.
Last week Cody was here with us, so we do have a special announcement. So Cody, we've been doing some giveaways. Is that right, Cody?
Yes.
So, being a member, being a follower, liking, sharing, interacting on our page, on our Facebook, YouTube, all of our platforms actually gives you. I think we said we're doing like five of them before the first race, or 3. I'm not exactly sure, but any of you guys liking and sharing and following what we're doing, it gives you an opportunity for giveaways. And I think the way we're doing it is Cody has an automated
it's a randomizer, just pick somebody at random.
Yep. So and it's crazy because like I said, we have a team. There's some stuff that Matt and I don't even know that's going on. We know that it's going on, but we don't have to keep up with it as much. Yeah. And actually, this was one of them because a month ago, Cody was like, "Hey, we're going to do this and this," and we're like, "Heck yeah, we need to do that." And here we are today with our first drawn winner, and he's like, "You know Charles Dunn?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know Charles Dunn. Why?" He said, "Yeah, he's our first winner of our sweepstakes, not sweepstakes, but our giveaway."
Swag bag giveaway.
And so Charles Dunn, I don't know if you're watching or not, but I do want to tell you, thank you for liking, sharing, following what we're doing. Not, I haven't seen Charles in a good while, but good old friend of mine that we put signs up together years and years ago, and he just seen what we're doing, and he's always liked what kind of crazy stuff we do. But I guess you liked or followed something at the right time because our picker picked you.
You are the winner.
You are the winner,
Yeah.
Charles Dunn. So I'll make sure I get in touch with you. I'm glad you brought that up, Cody. Because again, guys, we're just trying to get everybody involved. We're trying to mingle. We want to love on everybody, y'all. So
Scott, as far as signing up, February 25th, you should be able to start signing up on the My Race Pass app. And I mean, you can sign up whenever, but the sooner you sign up, the sooner we start recording your points as far as racing. So
good question too. Yep, sorry. Art.
Yep.
If you have an RI box, yes, you do need to still have a kill switch on your rear of your truck. God forbid your kill switch isn't handled at the right time, or you maybe he doesn't hit it, maybe he wasn't paying attention, maybe it just doesn't work. That kill switch is for the man running up to your truck to recover you. So yes, I would say most definitely. Very good question. Thank you, Art. Because that kill switch is important, you guys. That everybody in the sport knows there's a kill switch on the rear of the truck. So let's keep that in the sport, I'd say.
Anybody else got anything else real quick before we jump off here?
Crawlers aren't fast. Marty says otherwise. Marty's not
scrolling back through and seeing.
Yeah. Man, I'm not going to say I was bored either, man. We did great. We had a lot of good stuff to talk about.
No doubt. Well,
Premier, Premier, yeah, all right. And Donnell's our premier bartender for our banquet race. So Donnell says he's coming to every race this year. Donnell Stewart used to run Turned Up, so he'll be he's trying to turn up again. One way or another. But yeah, real quick, guys, one last time. Let's like, share, follow us, whatever we can. Be part of what we're doing. Thank you guys so much. We can't thank
100% for tuning in, hanging out, helping us get this sport where it needs to be. So yeah.
We'll be live again next Thursday. Got lots to talk about next Thursday.
See y'all next Thursday.
The Thursday before racing. So
PMTR on the porch.
On the couch in the office.
In the office, yeah. All right, see y'all.
Hey, see you, Matt. Bye.